In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to review a compliance case in Tifo. Once a compliance case is complete, it needs to be reviewed by the agency. When the contractor has completed their compliance case, they will be shown a thank you message, and for them, on their portal, all of the tiles will be green, to signify that they've completed all of the steps that they need to at this time. The next step is for an agency user to review the case and add a verification decision to each check. So we'll look at how things look now on the agency portal. Back on the agency user's comply dashboard, to locate compliance cases that have been 100% completed by the contractor and are now ready for the agency to review them, click on the To Review tile. In the To Review report, locate the case that you want to review and click the Review button in the Actions column, and this will take you to the Review Case screen. Similar to the Manage Case screen covered in the Completing a Compliance Case tutorial, the Review Case screen features a summary, a case ownership section, an audit log, and a case notes section. However, the difference here is that the Compliance Checks section displays colour-coded tiles that change depending on whether each case step has been reviewed by the agency or not, allowing the agency user to track the review process. From the Review Case screen, you can toggle over to the Manage Case screen by clicking on the cogwheel in the top left corner and clicking Manage Case. And in here you can see that the tiles are coloured to match what the contractor can see on their portal. And likewise, you can toggle back over to the Review Case screen by going into the cogwheel in the top left corner and selecting Review Case. Once in the Review Case screen, to review a case, go to the Compliance Checks section at the bottom of the page. An orange tile signifies that the contractor has completed that case step and that it is now ready for the agency to review it. To review a case step, you would click into the tile that you want to review. This would usually be the first tile in the sequence. If the case step is actually a group of checks, like this Right to Work group, you'll be guided to review the checks that the contractor completed in that group, and those that have not been completed will be grey to signify that they are not required. If we click into this passport tile, that will take us through to the check review screen for the passport check. In this screen you can see any information or documents that have been supplied by the contractor against the check to help you decide whether or not the check should be approved. In this passport check, the contractor was simply asked to upload a copy of their passport and no further data or documents were requested. So to review this check, you would find the document in the Uploaded Documents section and click Review to firstly review the individual document itself. In this window, you can view the document to ensure that it meets your requirements. And if you're happy that the document matches what was requested, click the Decision drop-down menu and select Approve. Before clicking OK to approve the document, you can also set a valid from and a valid to date, and this will determine when the document will be flagged to you in the Expiring Compliance tile of the Comply dashboard. Clicking OK will then approve the document. And if you did set an expiry date against it, then that document will appear in the Expiring Compliance tile once the expiry date is within 6 weeks or less. Once you have reviewed all of the information and documents that have been uploaded against a check, and you've made a decision about whether or not the check should be approved, you can add this in the Verification Decision tile by opening the cogwheel and selecting Add Verification Decision, or alternatively, if you're happy to quickly approve the check, you can click this Quick Approve button here, then that will approve this check and take you straight through to the next check that needs to be approved. In this visa check, the contractor was asked some questions, and you'll be able to see what the check requested along with the responses that they gave in this section. They were also asked to upload a copy of their visa document, which will also need to be reviewed. When reviewing a document, rather than approving a check and a document separately, if you're happy with what you've seen on the check and document, you can tick the Copy Decision to Check checkbox when reviewing the document, and this will then approve both the document and the check simultaneously when you click OK. Which, as you can see, has given approved decisions on both the check and the document. Clicking the Next button will then take us through to the next check. And you could work through reviewing the checks in this way in sequence until the review process is complete. Going back to the review summary, we can now see that Right to Work is green to signify that it is review complete. Going into the next case step, proof of address, where the contractor was asked to provide a copy of a proof of address document. If for any reason we want to reject or request further information about a document or a check, when you are reviewing it, in the decision drop-down menu you would select either reject or request further information. This will open a new text area to request a reason for the rejection or the request for further information. And in this instance, I want to reject both the document and the check, so I'm going to select Copy Decision to Check and click OK to reject both the document and the check simultaneously. Going back to the review summary, after rejecting a check or requesting further information, the colour of the tile will update to match the decision, and the completion percentages in the summary area will also change to reflect this. And if we just switch to the contractor's own portal, we can see that the colour of the tile has also updated here. Switching back to the agency portal, in the review case screen, if you've rejected any checks or requested any further information, you can send a single consolidated email to the contractor with a list of all the rejected checks and documents along with the reasons why. To do this, open the cog menu next to Review Summary and click Send Notifications. This will allow you to review a summary of the rejections or requests for further information and allow you to choose which to include in the email. Going back into the rejected check, verification decisions cannot be edited or deleted. To change a decision, you will need to add a new decision. So once you're in a position to approve a rejected check, you would override the reject decision with an approve decision. And any old decisions will be shown here. And this just helps to maintain a clear audit trail. If you want to set a reminder for yourself about anything on a particular check, you can do this using the Check Notifications function. Click the cogwheel and then add check notification, set the date that you want to be notified, along with some notification text, and then click OK and the notification will be added to the check. And this will appear on your dashboard in the Check Notifications tile once the notification date is reached. Once all of the checks in the case have been marked as approved, the compliance case itself will reach a completed status when both the information complete and the review complete percentages have reached 100%. If we go back to the comply dashboard, this means that the case will have moved from the To Review tile on the dashboard over to the Completed tile, signifying that the case is now complete. If you added any expiry dates when reviewing a case, once the expiry date is within 6 weeks, the expiring item will appear in the Expiring Compliance tile on the Comply dashboard. Clicking into the tile, you'll be able to see any items that are due to expire, and from here you'll be able to place the check into a Renewal Required status and request that the contractor supplies you with an updated document. To do this, you would click the cogwheel in the Actions column of the expired document and then Review to go through to the Check Review screen for that document. Next, you can open the review window for the expiring document, and from the Decision drop-down menu, select Renewal Required and then add a reason. Next, click Copy Decision to Check to apply this to the check as well as the document and click OK. As you can see, this has now placed the check and the document into a Renewal Required status. To send the renewal request email to the contractor, go back to the review summary and in the top left cog menu, select Send Notifications. Ensure that the renewal request email is checked and then click OK to send the email to the contractor. And lastly, if we just go back to the Comply dashboard, you'll be able to see that the check is now in the Awaiting Renewal tile, pending the contractor logging back into their portal and supplying the updated document, and that the completion percentages have also dropped to reflect that the case is now awaiting renewal. Once the updated document is uploaded by the contractor, this will move the case back over to the To Review report for you to review it once again. And that's most of what you'll need to know in order to review compliance cases in Tifo. Please check out the further guidance below, and if you need any more information then please check out our extensive training blog for further guidance and tutorials. Thank you for watching.